Hey there. Welcome back to Terry's Diverse Horizons. I really hope you're enjoying the content so far. If you are, I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and really help support the channel. Thank you so much.
Strap in for Theological Throwdown. Why Jews and Christians reject Muhammad's final prophet claim. Raw, bold, and totally unsweetened. We're keeping the original script intact. Unapologetic refutations, clear theology. But today's image prompts will be Muhammad-free in respect of Islamic aniconic tradition, which explicitly discourages any portraits of prophets. Yes, symbolic storytelling, ancient scrolls, seals, halos, empty helmets, no faces, no veiled silhouettes, just heavy cultural symbolism to run your visuals. Seriously, let the ideas do the talking, not the icons. Let's start. At number 1, Scriptural Finality. The book is closed. Jews believe that prophecy ended with the Hebrew prophets, Malachi, traditionally seen as the last. There is no expectation of another prophet like Muhammad coming after that. Christians believe Jesus is the final and ultimate revelation, the Son of God, not just a prophet. Hebrews 1:1 and 2 says, "In the past, God spoke to our ancestors through the prophets, but in these last days he has spoken to us by his Son." That's a theological full stop. So when Muhammad comes along 600 years later saying, "I'm the last prophet," Jews and Christians don't say, "Oh good, another chapter." They say, "You missed the boat." At number 2, Contradictions with existing scripture. Muhammad's teachings contradict core doctrines of Christianity. Jesus was not divine. He didn't die on the cross. No resurrection. No salvation by grace. For Jews, Muhammad reinterprets the stories of their prophets, claims descent through Ishmael, not Isaac, and challenges the covenant with Israel. That's theological heresy to them. If someone rewrote your sacred book and said, "God told me this is the corrected version," would you accept it? At number 3, Theological Identity Theft. Christians see Islam as a theological hijacking. It takes the Bible's characters, Adam, Noah, Moses, Mary, Jesus, and rebrands them under a new narrative that rewrites Christian claims. Jews see it as supersessionism 2.0. First, Christians said Judaism was incomplete. Now Islam comes along saying both are outdated. From their perspective, Muhammad didn't fulfill prophecy. He rewrote it. At number 4, lack of miracles or prophetic validation. Biblical prophets performed verifiable miracles to confirm divine backing, parting seas, raising the dead, healing the sick. Muhammad's miracles are often said to be spiritual or based on the Quran itself, but they came after his death through hadiths, not witnessed in real time like those of Moses or Jesus. To Christians and Jews, if you're claiming final authority, you better have some serious divine receipts. At number 5, Jesus versus Muhammad, a clash of claims. Christianity revolves around Jesus as God incarnate, not just a prophet. Islam reduces Jesus to a messenger, denying his death, resurrection, and divinity. That's not a small difference. That's burn the bridge level, doctrinal divide. To accept Muhammad, Christians would have to deny Jesus' identity. That's not going to happen. At number 6, violence and coercion in the spread of Islam. Christians and Jews are also critical of Islam's historical spread via military conquest, especially compared to Jesus' message of peace and martyrdom. The jizya tax, forced conversions, and second-class treatment of non-Muslims under Islamic rule leave a bitter legacy. Submit or pay doesn't scream divine truth to those outside Islam. At number 7, Quran's claim of biblical corruption. Islam teaches that the Bible was corrupted and only the Quran is pure. But Jews and Christians have centuries-old manuscripts predating Muhammad, including the Dead Sea Scrolls. For them, the Quran isn't confirming the Bible, it's contradicting it and calling it a forgery. It's like someone showing up at your family reunion with forged documents claiming to be your ancestors' rightful heir. In summary, why the rejection? It's not personal. It's not hatred. It's theology. To Jews and Christians, Muhammad didn't fulfill prophecies. They believe he rewrote history to create a new religion. Accepting him would mean rejecting their own faith's core claims, and that's a trade they simply aren't willing to make.
All right, crew, that's the theological breakdown, clear and unapologetic. Scholarly arguments, scriptural stakes, doctrinal DNA analysis. No sugar, just salt. If you thought I was too blunt, well, welcome to the Bible Belt of cosmic debate. Drop a comment, share if you dare, and don't forget, true understanding is measured by how politely you can disagree. Hit subscribe, because next week I'm comparing Islamic mysticism to Jewish Kabbalah, reinventing tradition like your mom reinvented her lasagna recipe every Xmas. Later, legends, be safe and stay humble.